Hello everyone! It's good to see everyone. I'm really hoping that you all had a really good day and you didn't work too hard. And in tonight's video, I'm going to talk about my new garden. And you'll see that video when I'm done with this little bit. Yes, I got a new above ground garden, and however, I ran out of potting dirt to put in it. I know. How is it possible to run out of dirt and the whole ground outside full of dirt? Well, I don't want to take any chances in digging stuff in the ground, putting things in the ground. So what I'm going to do is that tonight, before it gets too late, I only need like 2 more bags of soil to put in that garden bed, and I'm gonna try to put all 18 plants in there. Yes, I'm gonna try, because you know, tomato plants get pretty tall and they spread out a little bit, so maybe I can fit them all in there, huh? But that's what I'm hoping for. That's really what I'm hoping for. But in the video where I show you the outside garden is not the outside garden, but the above ground garden is I wished I had started earlier, you know, but I didn't. Like I said, I'm a huge procrastinator, and it's one of those things that, you know, if I think ahead of time, you know, and get the stuff done, then I won't have to worry about it anymore, you know. But I'm really not worried. That's the whole thing. I'm not worried. I was at first, you know, because I wasn't sure if those were even going to grow, but they're starting to. And like a friend of mine told me early today, it's better late than never, right? So at least they're planted. You know, I even dumped a whole package of carnation seeds in with my the irises, so hopefully those will grow. But it says you're supposed to plant them in the fall, so it has all winter to do whatever, and they should come up next year, in the summer of next year. So it's like they grow back every year. Maybe just once they grow. They don't grow every single year, so I'm not sure how can I had to, oh, yes. Hey, I want to show you my new planter. See it? I ran out of soil, so I had to mix some leaves in with it. Cool, huh? I was going to put it over there on the rim like somebody suggested, but they'll just get run over with a lawnmower. So for me, this is just safer. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll be back later to finish up this video. Hello! I wanted to show you all my air conditioner. See, this is it. See, I got it on 69. It's portable. Because somebody was asking me how come I didn't have a window AC. Well, there's a good reason for that. My window is too small to fit a air conditioner in it. Trust me, that's what I wanted to do. But an air conditioner doesn't fit in that window unless you know of one that's really small and might fit. But other than that, I've looked and looked and looked until my face turned blue and couldn't find a thing. See, this is a portable AC. This changes it from fan, which I use when it's in the spring and fall. It's still warm, but not hot enough to use the AC. And there's cool, which is what it's on right now. Here is dry, and I haven't never figured out what the dry was for. And this is, let me see. Auto. Yes, that's auto. That turns the AC off and on. Let me see. On this side there is I don't know what this is. Really, no idea. It's high, low for the AC, and this is also auto. See? Auto. Auto. High, low, and CONT. That's what that is. And this is, well, I'm sure you guys know what this does. This is for the, for this side. See, for all of these over here, this button is a fan speed. Yeah, that's for the fan speed. And this is for this side. I can see, I can put it on dry, auto, fan, and cool. There, see? This side is auto, low, there, see? It's on high right now because, trust me, it's really quite warm in here. So, I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish up this video because I have something really exciting to talk about tonight. And I think you all might find it quite interesting. Really. So, give me like 2 to 3 minutes and I will be back. Since we're on planting, I had to look up poison ivy on Google to find out what exactly it looked like. Because I had this green ivy stuff that was growing in with my, with the irises, and I pulled it out. I hope that wasn't a carnation, but I don't know if a carnation grows in a vine. But, I'm not sure, but I wasn't taking any chances, so I pulled it out. I don't want poison ivy. No, I don't want to do that, right? No. Or anything else that's poison. And the worst thing in the world is, I've had poison ivy before. I've had poison ivy and poison sumac. Trust me, you don't want any of those. Okay. So anyway, like I said, tonight, after I'm done with my videos, I'm ordering some potting soil from a local store, and hopefully it'll get delivered tomorrow, and tomorrow I will dump all the potting soil into the above ground garden, because from what I read on the package, those little cups can be put in the dirt, because they're biodegradable, whatever that means. So that means they will wither to nothing. Yes. So that is the plan. Hold on a second. I'm finishing my another hunk to this video because I wanted to show Dominic my air conditioner, because he was the one that was asking me about the window AC, and I wanted to show him my portable. Anyway, so yeah, you know that video is going to be coming up shortly. Let me see. Anyway, the new above ground garden that I purchased, it is waterproof, so that means I can leave it outside. It came with some nails to bang it into the ground, and it didn't go in the ground that much, but only went about that far. So it really didn't go in the ground that deep. Let me see. So 2 bags of soil should be about enough. It should be enough bags to fill up the whole thing. And I will get that on video tomorrow, and that will be on Friday night's video. Like I said, I'm going to do it right. Right? If I'm going to do something, you got to do it right. Right? Anyways, I put some of the leaves that was on the patio, and I dumped it into with the garden, and I mixed all the leaves in with it, and that should be okay too. Let me see. Like I said, I wanted to plant some other stuff like green peppers, and I wanted to plant some onions, because I actually like onion rings, and I like green peppers, as I just said, and some corn or sunflowers, any of those things, you know what I mean? Berries, I'm going to grow some blackberries or blueberries or strawberries, any berries, and I'll have my own berries. Right, so that is, so I don't know if there's going to be any berries this year, but unless I can get some strawberry plants that are already partially grown. Also decided to place the garden in the driveway. If you mean by driveway, because I'm worried that somebody's going to run them over with the lawnmower. Yes, because somebody's not very careful when they mow the lawn. You know what I mean? You don't have to be. But still, I don't want all that grass clippings and all that stuff in my plants. You know what I mean? So, and when he goes out to mow the grass, that's usually what happens. Most of the mowed grass winds up on the patio and all that other stuff. And those purple plants that are on the patio, he wants them left there. Because he thinks they're pretty. So, it's his house, and who am I to tell him he can't have his plants there. So, if he wants them there, I guess that's where they're going to stay. Okay, let me see. Anyway, oh, and I also know, I think there is another member to our little member, and I will find that out later tonight. And if that's the case, I will be adding a new name to our member appreciation page, which is, this is good. This is really, really good. It's a start, right? It's really good. I'm really happy about that. I'm sorry, Lizzie, that your package didn't come. Perhaps I mean, if you ever send another package, let me know, and I will give you the address here. And so if you ever send another package, I'm not sure you will, I will personally give you the address here. Okay, so because I trust you, and for some reason, you're a kind lady, and okay, and I want to receive your stuff that you're sending. You know what I mean? So I will do that for you. And let me see, starting tomorrow, you know, because Memorial Day's coming up, you know? And, hold on, gotta get my tea. Anyway, you know, Memorial Day's coming up. I don't know if it's this Monday or next Monday, but starting tomorrow, I want to honor my veterans. And I am sure that, I know for a fact there's at least one veteran on here. Yes, I do. I do know that. I know that for a fact. And I want to do that. I want to do something on my videos to honor our veterans, because I think that's important, because that's what Memorial Day is for, right? To remember our veterans. To me, it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive. You know what I mean? It's a great time to honor any veterans, because my dad was a veteran. I probably told you the story already, but I thought it might be a good night to tell it again. Yes, you know, because my dad, my first favorite person in the whole world is my dad. He is my dad. That's all I know how to describe it, is he's my dad. And I'm sure he would be humbled and honored for me to tell you his story, because he's not here to do it, so I'm going to do it for him, and hopefully I get it right, because he is a veteran. He is. He may be passed away, but he will always be a veteran. Dad was a Marine from, I do believe, until 1953. Now, I don't remember exactly what he said when he joined the Marines, but Dad was a Marine. Yes, he was. And then he wanted to be, I told you, he wanted to be a pilot. And he wanted to fly fighter jets, and he thought that, and so he left the Marines and went to the Air Force. And so, in my eyes, he will always be a veteran. And I'm telling you this because my dad is really important to me and to all of us kids. Yes, he is our hero. Plain and simple. My dad is a hero. He was, I don't remember the dates, but he did go to Okinawa, Japan, in, I do believe it was 1953. I know it was way before I was born. And he was there when they rose the U.S. flag in Okinawa, when they were done with all that construction. Well, anybody who's a Marine or any military person knows this. But my dad was there and rose the flag in Okinawa. I don't know, I don't remember if he said it was the first flag. I do think he did say it was the first one. Yes, it was the very first flag they rose in Okinawa, Japan. He was the flag raiser. He was the guy that was in charge of putting the flag on the pole. Yes, and yeah, he was. Anyway, my dad was also he was a drill sergeant, if that makes any sense, in the Marines. Oh my gosh, he could yell like the best of them. He was a yeller. You can have a conversation with him on the phone. Go outside, right? It was so loud, and you could probably hear him talking on the phone in his normal voice. That's how loud he was. But it was awesome. I love my dad yelling. I had to keep the phone a couple of inches from my ear so I could actually hear him when he's yelling. But Dad was an awesome guy. Yes, he was. Like I said, he'd be humbled and honored for me to tell you his story, because he told his kids once, many times, that some of his best experiences was when he was in the military and when he was in Okinawa. For some reason, he loved that town, or the city of Okinawa. Yes, he even fell in love with a Japanese woman, but because of the times back in those days, it was frowned upon, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it was. You know, nowadays, he could probably get away with it, but yeah. He was going to marry this Japanese woman, but couldn't. Like I said, it was very much frowned upon. And so that's why I'm telling you the story about my dad, because he was a good man. And in my eyes, he will always be a good man. I don't care how much he yells. You know what I mean? He's a good guy. And that's why he quit the Marines and joined the Air Force, because he wanted to fly planes. He wanted to be a pilot. But he said, once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. You know what I mean? That's what he said. Anyway, I thought it would be a great thing to memorialize my dad in this video. He's gone now. You know, he passed away in 2010. And and when he did die, I wasn't able to go, but from what I gather, he had a full military funeral at Fort Leavenworth in Kansas. I think it was Kansas. Fort Leavenworth in Kansas? I think it is. Anyway, that's where my dad was buried, with full military honors. We didn't have to pay a thing for his funeral. The military paid for it. Yes, he got all of his medical taken care of. His breathing machines and all of those things that he needed help taken care of, the military took care of it for him. So they not only took care of him, his health-wise, but they gave him a ride back and forth to his appointments. And as I said, they gave him a full military burial, which I'm sorry to say I wasn't able to attend. And I wish I had been able to. And the one thing that I would like to do more than going and seeing some elephants, and that is to go see my dad's grave and leave him some flowers. I bet he's got a flag on his grave right now in Leavenworth. And I would love to be able to take a picture of it and see it for myself and bring Dad some flowers. I mean, they can only stay there until after Memorial Day, and then after that, I guess, I don't know what they do with them, but they pick them up and throw them away or whatever. But we are allowed to bring flowers. And he's got a flag at his grave, and I am dying to see it. Not dying, literally, but I want to see my dad's grave, because I've never seen it. I have a picture of him on Find a Grave. I will look it up, and I will put a link on. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but I'm going to start tomorrow, and I'm going to go to Find a Grave and get the link to his page for his obituary and all that good stuff. And I would love to, for the next week, I'm going to leave it up on there. And so all my subscribers can see my dad's grave. Yeah. He, I do believe he was a petty officer at first. I thought that he was a drill sergeant, but he really did want to be he was loud. Perhaps being in the military taught him how to do that. You know, because you got to get quite loud when you're in, yes, sir. You know what I mean? Or whatever they do it. But like I said, I would love to be able to go see his grave. That is more important to me than ever going and seeing any elephant. And my dad is one of my favorite people in the whole world. And he always will be. Like I said, he loved his time in Okinawa. And I think, and I really believe that my dad would love me telling his story, because he's not here to do it. Otherwise, I'd do an interview with my dad and ask him about those things. But he's not here to do an interview with, so I'm humbled to do it for him. And I'm sure my brothers and sisters, if I've gotten anything wrong, will let me know what I got wrong. And I will let you know if I don't think I did, but sometimes. Anyway, let me see. Anyway, as I stated, my dad would be very humbled and proud for me to tell you his story. And so I'm going to end my video for now, because I told you my dad's story, and I very much enjoyed it so much telling you. And I'm going to honor, starting tomorrow, going to honor all of our veterans. And if I have any veteran subscribers, let it be known in the comments, if you don't mind, anytime you want to, because without our veterans, you are the ones who give us free. You make us free. Yes. You're the ones that get on the front lines and fight for us when you don't have to. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. I love our veterans, and I wanted to be the first one, because last year, well, anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah. So I'm going to end this video right now and say love, 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 love. I love you all so much, and thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone for watching my video tonight, and I hope it was enjoyable. And I would love to read some of your veteran stories. If you have a dad who was in the military and you'd like to tell his story, or you've been in the military yourself, I would love to read your comments. Don't worry about how long it is. Just just type whatever you're comfortable with. I'm willing to take the time out and read them. Yes. So, and with that said, I'm gonna go. And good night, everybody. Yes. Good night. Good night. I will see you all in the morning, Friday morning, and Friday evening. Tomorrow night's video is going to be very exciting. Anyway, I'll see you all later.